First of all, welcome. And if you could start off by telling us a bit about what originally made you want to run for SGA.
Well, thank you for having me here. And when I first joined SGA, I joined as a freshman, so I've been in it for 4 years. And I knew that I wanted to come to Salisbury University because you could get involved in so many different things. And I saw their campaign slogan was, "Want to get involved," and of course, as someone who had some leadership qualities, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. Also, I was a political science major, still am, so I figured that if I could get involved in student government, that might help me in my future. And some real-world application. And I loved it when I was in the Senate, and it definitely, my love for SGA has grown, so I've continued with it all 4 years here.
So working in SGA, what have been some of your most rewarding experiences?
The most rewarding experiences are probably getting to interact with students and hear their feedback about things, negative or positive. There's a lot of times when you're working behind the scenes and you don't get to, you kind of get lost in a lot of the paperwork and your office hours and things that you have to do. And it's really rewarding to see someone come in with a new face and say, you know, I want to make a change, I want to do this, I want to join a new club, I want to write a bill. And that's probably the most rewarding thing, is to see other students motivated and giving back.
Okay, and what advice have you given or do you plan on giving next year's president, Catherine Mooney?
Well, first I want to say that I think Catherine is great and she's going to do a great job. But I've given her some advice that I've learned over the past year, which is, first is not to take things too seriously. There's a lot of times when there's tension in the office. You have 10 other exec board members that you're working with, and you have to take into account that there's going to be times when you don't all agree. So kind of take some of that and turn it into a positive energy. And then the next is just to not kind of ignore anything that you have to do, because then it'll catch up to you, and that's for sure. You know, answering all your emails, staying on top of things, because you do represent the students, and you want to make sure that as a student representative, you portray yourself to the administration in a way that would be, you know, professional yet representative.
What are some of your accomplishments that you're most proud of in your term as president?
When I started, when I ran for SGA president, my campaign was safety, sustainability, and student issues. And I think that we've made a lot of headway on the sustainability front. You may or may not have heard about the hydration stations that have went in some of the buildings on campus. And that's an effort to reduce water bottle waste. So instead of buying a plastic water bottle, you can get one of the reusable water bottles and refill those on campus. We also instituted a new sustainability position on our executive board. So instead of just having an Earth Day, we have now an entire Earth Week that's coming up in the next few weeks. So that is probably one of my proudest accomplishments. And also hearing a lot of student feedback. I think that our Senate has grown so much that they can get all of their friends involved and get people to know really what's going on campus and how they can actually help change things.
You just mentioned one of the things that you ran on in your campaign was safety. And recently there were a few scares on campus and off campus with a break-in at UP and an attempted sexual assault on campus. What are your thoughts on campus safety?
I think that on-campus safety is really key, because we think that we are students that are just in this little bubble, as Catherine had put it before when I had talked to her, that we are just interacting with each other and that no one from off-campus is going to come on and try to harm us. But that is not true. We are prime targets for crime, whether it be sexual assault, any thefts or robberies, anything like that. And so I think that students have to be aware that no matter where they are, even if they're on campus, that you're not 100% safe. And one of the most influential changes I've seen are the cameras that have gone up. Those are really instrumental in changing a lot of our perceptions about our safety on campus. So I think that they really help. and I think that our campus police do a great job. Now, off campus, it's a little bit different. You have to be aware of where you are, what time of day it is, and who you're with. And this goes for not only walking off campus, but even down to just where you choose to live next year. A lot of upperclassmen have to move off campus. So you have to pick a place that's going to be a responsible place to live, go visit it during the day and the nighttime, and see, is this really where I want to be?
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add or tell us?
I just want to say, first of all, thank you for having me here again, and also that if anyone ever wants to get involved or if they have anything to say, that they can always come to us. SGA, we're supposed to be the voice of the students, and a lot of times we get student apathy as one of the biggest complaints. So if students can come to us and just let us know what's going on. Our office is always open, and that we just want to hear what you have to say. So maybe someday something that you say could really change something that functions on campus.
Well, thank you so much for your service to the school, Jessica, and thank you for coming here to joining us today. And we wish you the best of luck in your future.
Thank you.